Hey guys, it's me, Captain Horseman, and basically I just officially came back from the cinema after watching the Power Rangers reboot movie, and I absolutely loved it. If you're a hardcore Power Rangers fan just like me, and you watch the original shows and all the sagas and the original movie and everything back in the day, then you're going to be very happy with this reboot movie as it fully respects the source material while delivering an original tone and new story. Now guys, just before I continue in detail on the movie, this is a non-spoiler reaction, not spoiler reaction, so there'll be no spoilers in this reaction, but let me get into it. Let's do this. I'm going to be honest, I had no idea who the hell any of the actors were, the young actors playing the Power Rangers were at all. I'd never seen them in anything, so this was like pretty much their debut when it came to me, seeing them for the first time ever. But I gotta admit, they were incredibly impressive. They were all amazing. They were all likable, very charismatic. They had great chemistry together as a team and as a cast. And most important, they were awesome actors. That's just, really great. It's great when you actually have young actors that can actually act. Plus, Billy, aka the Blue Ranger, was my favorite in the movie. He completely stole the show, and he was just amazing. I love that actor, and I already loved the Blue Ranger, but I loved the Blue Ranger even more after this, so yeah. Bryan Cranston and Elizabeth Banks, who were playing Zordon and Rita Repulsa, were both perfect in this movie in their roles. Absolutely, they absolutely, knocked it out of the park. Alpha 5, the guy who played Alpha 5, I can't remember his name, he was okay, he was cool and everything, he basically did his part, he wasn't anything special, but, let's just say he was less cheesy than the original show's version of Alpha 5, because, we all know that version, that was incredibly cheesy back in the day. The tone was really well balanced and refreshing, as it had a more serious, mature, and grounded tone compared to previous Power Rangers adaptations, but still mixed with the DNA of what made Power Rangers so great back in the day, with moments of inspiration, fun, hope, and comedy. The dialogue was also very emotionally driven, and the sense of humor felt natural. Also, another thing, the lore of the universe was actually explained very well, and there was also some cool foreshadowing teasing what to expect in the future sequels, which is pretty cool. The pacing was really good as the movie flowed very well as an origin story, and they didn't rush our heroes getting into their suits straight away. As you could tell, the director wanted the characters to develop when it came to training, with them learning how to fight and everything, which is cool, and learning the bond of friendship, learning what it means to be Power Rangers, aka heroes, explaining their issues and how everyone in the team helps each other overcome them as as the movie goes on, which was very well done. And also, I felt very emotionally connected to all 5 of the Power Rangers, as they were all very sympathetic and all relatable with their issues, and they were all just really cool characters and everything, very interesting. There was also some really awesome Easter eggs, quotes, cameos, and moments in the movie that heavily paid homage to the original Power Rangers shows and everything, which was absolutely fantastic. I will admit though, I was mixed on certain things. Like, I was mixed on the final action sequence, the CGI, the stunts, the designs, the soundtrack, the cinematography, and a few other aspects of the film. I felt like that could have been done a lot better. Now, I'm not saying it was bad, it was good, but when you see action sequences and CGI and you hear soundtracks and you see cinematography in certain movies, and it's like top notch, this was more like mediocre level. It could have been done better, that's what I'm going to say. But as the sequels go on, it could improve and everything. They could improve those parts and elements of, the sequels and everything, which could be awesome. That's one of my criticism. And also, some things were like a little bit left with no answer and everything. There was like a few things that happened, and you were kind of like, are they ever gonna answer like what happened there? It was kind of like that type of thing. And some decisions Rita Repulsa made as a villain was a bit questionable. You were kind of thinking, okay, that was kind of stupid. But besides that, that didn't really stop me from loving this movie, and everything. But also there is a mid-credit scene that heavily teases a massive fan favorite for the sequel, and anyone who's seen it already or anyone who's going to see it, trust me, you're going to go nuts when you see that mid-credit scene, because you know who's coming. And also, overall, I just loved Power Rangers, guys, the reboot. It was an awesome way to start a new movie saga. I'm really excited to see what they do with the rest of the sequels, and my rating overall is an 8 out of 10. I hope everyone that basically has watched it, like the hardcore Power Rangers like myself, really enjoyed it. Even if you're someone from the general public, I hope you enjoyed it too. Just know, guys, if you're from the general public and you don't really understand the lore and the characters or anything, or the Power Rangers universe, just know you have to be very patient with this film, because it's like a slow burn origin story. So you got to take your time and let the movie develop. Because one thing I will say, even though this movie lacked action, this movie, when it came to dialogue, character development, and just the characters themselves and the acting, was just phenomenal in this film, and that's what kept me completely invested in this film. So yeah. But anyway, guys, basically, leave a like and comment for your opinion, subscribe for more videos, for more, guys, and also tell me what you guys think. Did you really love Power Rangers? Did you didn't? Tell me what you think.